Watson. A sensational leap with all the tall timber there, and at about 6'1", Tim Watson went up early, got the ride, and took one of the most sensational marks one can see, and he can't miss this one. He's missed a lot of easy ones. He's been a bustling, prudent, aggressive player with tremendous skill. He's kicked 4 goals, and he's missed 4 or 5 very easy ones, but that puts Essendon in a very commanding position, and what a magnificent mark by this teenager. There he is, hands on hips. Be thoroughly and utterly satisfied with that one.
So in the first minute of the final quarter here at Windy Hill, Essendon race away to a 32-point lead. As Madden fished the ball forward, but not very constructively. Cunningham gets it down to Scanlon, who misses it. Going after it is Nagel, whose hand passes out to Marsh, who cleverly steps out of trouble, and then a shocking kick to Fletcher. Fletcher runs around Barker, a bit slow, but he gets the ball back to Scanlon, who fumbles. Scanlon playing soccer, gives it to Saru. Saru tries to give it to Barker. Fletcher grabs it, kick it long out of trouble for momentarily. Anyway, Van der Haar on his chest in front of Perovic was shaping the hand pass to Boyd, but Van der Haar will go long. Is it long? Down towards Merritt. Yes, he's marked the big fellow. Merritt. Roger Merritt from Caniva, interchange player, has been on the ground since half-time. During that third quarter, he replaced Crow, and here he is in the forward pocket. A chance to make the difference. 38 points in favour of the Bombers. Right through the centre, his first goal, and Essendon's 12th. They go to 12-17-89, leading St Kilda 7-9-51, 38 points to difference.
Essendon turned with a lead of 26 points and 2 goals in the first 4.5 minutes from spectacular football. Brilliant mark by Watson, a great mark by Merritt, and a thumping 70-metre kick by Van der Haar. Well, the Essendon stand is coming to life. .38 points in front of the Bombers. Umpire Chapman, one of his bad bounces, not often does he do so. Chance now for Mansfield. Out to open territory, and down comes Tim Watson. Grabs it, goes for the run. Look at the speed on him. Shoots for goal and puts it through. Puts it through for his fifth. He's got lightning acceleration for those first 5 or 6 metres. Bolted away from Green and got the difficult goals. Missed a lot of easy ones, but been a sensational player and fast putting his name on best on ground.
44 points now, the margin in favour of Essendon. 3 goals in the first 4.5 minutes of this final term. They've rocketed away and look set to win their first game since July the 8th last year, as it's fisted away there by Madden. And a free kick to Green coming through was tackled poorly by Van der Haar, who gets up limping a little proppy. And this is a 17th kick for Green, who has been a sterling defender and one of St Kilda's best all day. There's the kick by Green. Up high was Saru, who drives the ball deep into attack. Fletcher comes through to spoil Evans. He does it well. There's Bond with a quick snap for goal. Is it bouncing through? It is for a goal. Kicked by Bond. His first. And St Kilda's first since half-time. But they still trail by 38 points. 5 minutes into the final term.
See that ball of Bond's, it turned both ways. Richie Beno or Maxie Walker would have been proud of that one. It was a very fortunate goal for the Saints as it rolled on and rolled the right way. Side bottom takes a free kick. Some anxious Essendon player infringed the centre square. Side bottom's kick is not a long one. Barker goes up in front nicely, Scanlon. Mansfield in trouble, but he's out of it. Down it goes towards centre half forward. Paul Van der Haar and Perovic. Russell Green's got the run of it. Jim O'Day picks up. Tackled high, gets it across towards Thomas. Thomas cleverly back to Green. Green down to the half-forward line. Fletcher's in grand position, but misjudges it badly. Everybody does, and Scanlon's got it. Scanlon short pass to Marsh. Marsh tackled by Cunningham when not in possession. Breaks away strongly. Play on, says umpire Chapman. Marsh is beautifully shepherded. Loves the run. He'll go again. Then Dunn comes in to meet him in a good 50-yarder. Simon Madden underneath it and takes the mark. Essendon demonstrating complete aerial supremacy as Madden takes his 9th mark. Well, great football, and Roger Merritt did some fine shepherding there as Ian Marsh kicked a very long one down and Madden took a very difficult one. Simon Madden, been one of the stars of the Essendon camp today. Very acute angle. Only about 3 or 4 metres out his man on mark left foot. It's not a good one, Simon Madden. Just squeezes through for one behind.
39 points in front, Essendon. 7 minutes gone, final term. It's 96-57. St Kilda skipper Barry Breen will restart. My word, he's had his hands full since half-time with the explosive Tim Watson. There's the kick by Breen. Good mark by Bennett. In front of O'Keefe. Bennett goes short, looking for Terry Danaher. Over the head. Here comes Watson again. He's got the pace again. Will it be goal number 6? It is. Magnificent. That's 5 since half-time on Breen by the brilliant Watson. And Essendon bolt away. They lead by 14-18, 102 to 8-9, 57. That's 45 points.
Well, it's an eye-catching performance. I've seen Tim Watson do this once before for Essendon when he kicked 5 or 6 goals in an extraordinary performance from the half-forward flank. But today it's been even better. He's taken the big marks in these explosive paces. Graham Dawson says is such an apt description. Side bottom battles there with Merritt. Satori across with a bad hand past a Boyd who fumbles. Still got plenty of time to break away from Hugh Perusal. Downfield, Danaher goes up. Above Thomas, Alan Davis. Got tons of time. Short pass. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Watson takes the mark and takes a foot in the neck as well. Davis slipped, pulled out his micrometer, took the calculation once again, and short passed beautifully to Tim Watson. Well, if ever one deserves another goal, this brilliant youngster does. He's coming in for his 17th kick. He's kicked 6 goals. He's now kicked 7. He's now kicked 7. 3 in this term, and the term is only 4 in this term. The term is only 9 minutes old.
6 since half-time, Doug. He kicked 1 in the first quarter, 3 behinds in the second, 2 goals in the third, and 4 goals so far in this final term. And as you said, it's only 9 minutes old, and they race away, the Bombers. Almost double St Kilda score as they lead by 51 points. 15-18, 108 to 8-9, 57.
Back in centre. Side bottom, and Van der Haar on the ball. Bennett. All St Kilda at home for this one. And at centre half back, it's Russell Green. Green. Oh, Barker! Barker! The matcher. Oh, an unbelievable climb by Trevor Barker above Scanlon. And there's no doubt about this. Slight, slim Trevor Barker. He is one of the most sensational marks that league football's seen in the past 20 years. Down it goes field, and in front is Shaw. Hits it down away from himself. Taken by Marsh. Held it too long, and the free kick will go to St Kilda and be taken by Carter. Well, what a spectacular 10 minutes we've seen as Carter comes in. Left foot, as you can see, obviously he runs round, kicks for goal, hooks it too far, through for 1 behind.
$50 points to lead now in favour of Essendon. 11 minutes into the final term. Shaw, short to Day. But it's side bottom where he marks on the wing, and he's quick to throw the arms. He'll get a 15-metre penalty. And now play goes on. And there'll be a free kick to Essendon, as Bond is going to be penalised for holding the ball. It goes to Bennett. Bennett into the centre of the ground, looking for Davis. 2 bites. Davis couldn't hold it. Bounces Fickle. Saru to Bond. To Sartori. Sartori straightening up at centre half forward. long shot is offline. Evans and Shaw go after it, out of bounds on the full. A penalty will go to Essendon, and it will go to the fullback, Shaw, who has been a grand defender.
He certainly has. Side bottom limping badly. Across it goes to Neil Danaher, who is an absolute find, this young fellow. Boots it out with a perfect kick to Reed. Reed in it, flash down towards Bennett. Bennett gathered in. Still got plenty of time to break away. Kicks it across over Reed's head to Danaher. Danaher played a splendid second half. Van der Haar, I should say. Van der Haar played a great second half. Awkward bounce. Chance for Madden. Left foot snap for goal and hooks it through. Essendon are killing them. Madden's second goal in this term. Beautiful. The second goal in the match. He missed one other easy one, or a difficult angle actually, but that was a beautiful kick by Simon Madden. Well, Essendon have bolted away. 16-18 Essendon, 114. Leading St Kilda 8-10, 58.
Since half-time, Essendon have kicked 10-8 to St Kilda's 1-4. The Saints, in fact, have led by 2 points at half-time. Saru and Madden jostle. Saru gets it down towards Duperuzal. He's a bit slow. Comes out to Reed. Been a good player on the wing all day for Essendon, even when they were struggling early in the game. And it's over the line for a throw-in. All Essendon here at Windy Hill, they lead by 56 points. It's 114 to 58. 13 minutes into the final term. 27 Madden, 31 Saru. Neither decisive. Bond for St Kilda. Sartori misses the run. Chance for Carter, who cleverly taps it back to Sartori. Sartori, his hand pass, who to? Straight to Scanlon. Scanlon gives it out to Mansfield, and away go Essendon. Too far for Danaher, but Thomas flips over two. Danaher goes in cleverly. Has to beat three, and Thomas gets in for St Kilda. His hand pass is an awkward one, but comes out to Green. Probably been St Kilda's best player all day. Up towards centre half forward. And Neil Danaher takes a splendid mark. Well, Doug just said he's been a find. His kick was smothered. They dive on the ball. Umpire Morgan says it's mine. It's centre half forward for St Kilda, but they trail by 58 points, 14 minutes into this final term.
Simon Madden has been a great player. Barker up above him, picked it up beautifully. High spraying kick, off direction, very badly, out of bounds. The blemish in Trevor Barker's play is his kicking. He's a magnificent ball getter and took a mark at the 10-minute mark that will be watched and viewed with amazement by everyone who sees it on television. Robert Shaw, a very good player. Long left foot kick. Down to centre wing it goes. Front position, Madden. Chance out there for St Kilda. Oh, dropped it again. Play goes on. Ugly pack. Eventually it's Mansfield again. In front is Thomas, who takes a nice mark between centre and centre halfback.
Onto the left boot goes Thomas. He's looking for Barker, and he finds him. Clever mark by Barker. Marsh will be penalised. He was jostling Saru and creeping over the mark at the same time. Barker puts it on the attacking side of the ground looking for Lofts. Good play by Nagel. He wants to run it, being a bit flash, but he gets away with it. He wants to go on with Lofts, which is silly, because he'll look for Terry Danaher. Chance for Day. Chipping in is Thomas. Scanlon, good strong mark. To Davis. Spoiled by Van der Haar. Danaher to Van der Haar. He'll run into an open goal. He likes that. He's put it through.
And that was Essendon at Windy Hill winning by 84 points, a real percentage booster, and that gets them in fourth place on the league.
Final quarter coming up at Windy Hill with Essendon leading 10-17-77 to St Kilda 7-9-51. The Saints badly need a couple of goals. Side bottom, tapping the ball out. There's Duperuzal for St Kilda trying to gain control. Picked up by Reed. Hand pass taken by Boyd and not wasting any time on the left half-back flank. Hurting Essendon with a good long kick up towards the half-forward line for the Bombers. Davis gets scragged. Was he in possession? The umpire says no. And it'll be a free kick to Alan Davis at the left half-forward flank for the Bombers. Davis, for Essendon so far, has kicked 3 goals. He's a long way from goal here. We'll see what he can do. It's at the Bombers going for their first win in 10 matches, if we count last. Brought down by Watson. Watson has kicked 4 goals for Essendon so far. He's also kicked about 3 or 4 points too, hasn't he? Comes in, shoots for goal and has popped it through. So Essendon go further ahead. St Kilda 7-9-51. Essendon with that goal 11-17-83.
And that goal coming within about 35 seconds of the start of this last quarter. Tim Watson's been a real great force. That's the difference between the two sides. At least the Bombers have got someone to take a big mark down there in the forward line, and St Kilda's forward line has been hopeless. I don't think there's been one big mark taken down there all day. They've just been swamped by the strong defence of Essendon. Their big guns have been out of business all day. Simon Madden's controlled the ruck. Side bottom and Saru have hardly been sighted. The ball back again, knocked away by Cunningham. Oh, he overran that time, Scanlon, but the ball is finally picked up by Neagle. Back here to Mars. Mars spins away nicely. The bad kick, but it's okay. Fletcher's got it there and plenty of time to do so. He's grabbed by Barker. He's been a quiet player too, as we see Scanlon fumble the ball. A chance for Saru to tap it onto Barker, but neither can get a good play this time by Fletcher. That was sheer determination. Back there towards Van der Haar. He was in plenty of trouble in that third quarter. I think he's had his number taken for having a go at side, but a long kick. Oh, golly, it must be 80 metres right up there towards... That's Merritt. Merritt, the boy that came on. That's the difference I mentioned before, the two sides. That we see that Essendon have got fellas that can take marks around that goal area. Watson, Madden, and now this boy Merritt. And on the other hand, St Kilda haven't got a soul down there to take a mark. I think the evidence has been about 57 marks to 30 marks for the total of marks for the day. And he's put it through. Okay, St Kilda, 7 goals, 9. 51 points. To Essendon streaking away at the moment. 12 goals, 17-89, and we've only played 2 minutes into this last quarter.
It was an interesting statistic. The Essendon president, Colin Stubbs, told us at lunchtime there that Essendon have lost 10 games straight if we count last year. They lost their last 8 straight, and of course they've lost 2 so far this season, but they look like they're going to break the ice this afternoon, don't they?
Well, they've dominated the air today too, haven't they, Peter? There's no doubt about that. St Kilda have shown now they're lacking a bit of aerial power.
That's for sure with Madden and then Merritt. We saw Watson take a good mark before too. The Saints valiantly trying to get the ball out of the centre, but they don't succeed. Mansfield for Essendon does, though. Fires the ball up towards the forward line. Here's Watson again, showing a clean pair of heels to Breen. Spins round, fires the ball, again. Essendon racing away. That's his 5th goal for the afternoon. Essendon 7-9-51. St Kilda 7-9-51. Essendon 13-17-95.
Golly, it'd be just about a miracle because they're playing poorly. Knocked out by Madden again, who's dominated the centre bouncers. Down they go, and the free kick to Green at centre field, a little short of centre field. Yes, the crowd couldn't go quick at that. Every time Sidebottom goes near the ball, you'd think he had the plague or something. They all start hooting from the time he starts to get a gallop up. Out it goes. There's Saru trying to get it back. A left foot kick, a hurried one down there. Going after Fletcher, taps it on. Picked up now. Chance there for Satori. Could it be a goal? It hit the post, I think. No, it's a goal. That was Bond that kicked it, I think. Yep. It was Bond that kicked it.
There's somebody down in the centre too, Lou. It looks like a player from Essendon with cramp.
That was Bond that kicked that at the 4-minute mark, and that's put them back within firing range. 8 goals, 9-57, but still a long way to go to Essendon 13-17-95 at the 4-minute mark, and goals are just raining here at the moment.
Madden going down to the forward line with a little bit of cramp. We have an infringement at the centre square area, and the free kick will be taken by Gary Sidebottom towards half forward. That kick by Sidebottom. Mansfield trying to gain control of the ball, and well shepherded, gets his kick in eventually, and a good clearing one it was too towards half forward, knocked away from Van der Haar. A chance for Green, who comes out, but coming out from the opposite direction is O'Day. His hand pass is taken by Thomas, who started off the game in fine style. Back to Green. Green in turn up over the half forward line for the St Kilda side. Burns shepherds, but it goes to an Essendon player in Scanlon, and Scanlon in turn a short pass out towards Marsh, who gets grabbed. Has he got the ball? Before was a free kick, and it's going to Marsh. Now he's called play on. Bit of weight being used behind him there. Look at Marsh go! What a racehorse this fellow is. Cleverly avoids. He'll have to kick the ball now because he's run his full 10 metres down towards Matt. He's got it! I'll tell you what, Lou, you were spot on when you said that Essendon have got a few players up forward to take marks.
That's the difference between the two sides, and also the dominance of Madden and the ruck, Pete.
And he has a chance now to bring up his, let's see, he's already kicked one, a chance for his second. I don't see any leads being made. He'll have a shot for goal from there. There is some daylight between the posts. It's not a very deep pocket. Simon Madden, one of Essendon's best today, and they've had many good players, comes in from 20 metres out, tries the banana kick. I don't think successful because he's put it out of bounds, or is it a point? We'll wait for the goal umpire's decision. He's got a point. It just scraped in for that too, I think. So 8-9-57 St Kilda, Essendon 13-18, 96, 6 minutes into the last quarter.
Waiting now for Barry Green to get the ball back into play. He's had a torrid time down there too, trying to cope with those big marks. Of course, they've quietened Vanderhart down, but that's not enough. There's Madden, there's Watson, there's quite a few of them down there. Danaher trying to take these marks. A good mark taken out here now to little Bennett. He goes for a short pass. Getting up high, they couldn't get the ball. Here's Watson again. This spell stains as he fires for the goals. What's the result? It's in for a goal. Yes, another goal. That's his sixth goal. Oh, they're just running over the top of St Kilda. 14 goals, 18, 102 points St Kilda. Essendon, I should say, to St Kilda. 8 goals, 9-57. We've only played 6.5 minutes of this last quarter. It's all Essendon at the moment. They're just tearing St Kilda to pieces.
A match-winning move by Barry Davis, putting Watson in the goal square. That's where he seems to be playing.
Watson, after having a bad trot kicking, I think 1 goal, 4 and 1 out of bounds, has now kicked 4 goals straight. And of course, he's been a match winner down there on the forward line. Ball knocked out by big side bottom. Satori gets it out wide, but there's Boyd in the way. Can't quite pick it up. He's clear now. He's broken clear. They're letting him go easily, St Kilda. Up it goes there to Thomas. He misses the ball. Davis, he'll look for someone. He's going for a pass. What's the result? He's got Watson. And at about Davis, he won't waste the kick. He's a marvel. I suppose on his day would be one of the best players in the league for using football intelligence. No doubt about that. And of course, he's got a chance now for Watson to kick his 7th goal. Watson's only about 35 metres out, if that. As I said before, he was off target early, but by golly, he's come back with vengeance now. The shot is okay. It's through for his 7th goal. And they go to 15 goals, 18, 108 points. To St Kilda, 8 goals, 9-57. They're fell in a heap, St Kilda.
So far this quarter, Essendon have added 5 goals. 5 goals, 1 actually, and St Kilda have added the 1 solitary goal, so not good enough by St Kilda. In fact, after half-time, it's all Essendon because St Kilda failed to score a goal in that very torrid third quarter. Back into the centre, and the Essendon fans really revelling in this at the moment because their side has really hit its straps for the first time this season. They showed a glimpse of it against North Melbourne when they went down by 20 points. Bennett beating them up towards half-forward now, and a safe mark should be brought down there for St Kilda by Evans. Evans' kick up towards Barker. Magnificent mark from Trevor Barker. He took one like that against Hawthorn in the goal square, which we didn't see anything of.
Been a pretty quiet play today, Peter, just the same.
Since the first quarter, though, he played fairly well early, but had a quiet second and third terms, and that's probably the mark of the day by Trevor Barker. Barker in turn up towards the forward line. He's looking for a big mark down there, but they haven't got any, and that's been the case all day. Marsh gets caught with the ball and drops it. Should be a free to St Kilda, and in fact it is the case to be taken for them by Carter. Carter within kicking distance, some 35 metres out from goal, maybe 40. Pretty well directly in front. The wind's carrying it offline though, and it will be through for 1 point to St Kilda when they badly need goals. So 15-18, 108 Essendon, St Kilda 8-10-58. The difference is an even 50 points here at the Windy Hill ground. Shaw, short pass to Day. Day, the topping the state recruit for the Bombers this year. There's side bottom. Oh, that's giving it away, isn't it?
Well, he was in the right that time, side bottom, because he was tapped on the leg with the boot that time, Peter.
Call play on by the umpire, and there's no blood loss between these two sides. It's going to be a free kick to Essendon, and it'll be taken down there by little Bennett. The call play on from the umpire. Bennett going up towards the centre, looking for Davis. It's punched away from him just at the last minute. A chance for it to be picked up by Saru. Saru over to Bond was good football. Bond in turn up to Satori. Satori steadies, but a high kick doesn't cover that much distance. In fact, I think it may be over the line. Yes, it is. And it'll be a penalty free kick to be taken for Essendon.
Peter, I noticed that side bottom is in the hands of the trainers after that incident. He's got a bad knee and he's at the centre half forward position. Doesn't look too good to me, and this will be a big blow for St Kilda. They couldn't win this match now, but for the rest of the season. Out it goes to Reid. And Reed's got it on his own. Gets a little short kick to bat it in trouble, but he eludes Burns that time and got the ball clear. A short pass, it's okay. And a mark taken here by Vanderhaar. The Bombers are everywhere. There seems to be about 150 players out there for them at the moment. Up it goes to the full forward zone. There comes Madden out. He's got it now. He'll turn a snap for goal, and what's the result? It's through. Oh, it's raining goals for the Bombers at the moment. 16 goals, 18, 114 points to St Kilda. 8 goals, 10, 58. Only played 11 minutes. Side bottom now back on his feet, but still limping a bit there too. Waiting to come on the ground. His big disher probably replacing side bottom, but side bottom is limping as he walks down to the forward pocket position. Be a bit of a blow for the rest of the season. I say this fella's got a bad knee, Peter.
Well, they're a little bit lacking in height at the moment, Lou, as we've mentioned a couple of times in this quarter. And if they lose side bottom, they're even worse off than before. Saru's doing the ruck work now. He's been very quiet today. Duperuza with a chance to pick up. It gets collared quickly, and a chance here for Reed. The ball out towards the half-forward flank on the outer side. It'll beat both Reed and also O'Keefe to be thrown back into play. I see side bottom is still out there, and Disher now going back to the bench. So he must be okay. And let's hope so for St Kilda's sake, because he's a player that they depend on greatly. Throw in. Saru got high but missed the ball completely. Bond, a little quick kick up towards half-forward. They all miss it again. Here's a chance for Carter. He fisted back. Sartori's there for St Kilda. Spins out of the pack well, but a bad hand pass goes to Scanlon. And he gives it over to Mansfield in turn. Mansfield up towards half-forward. Oh, they all misjudged the flight of that particular kick. Thomas is in there. Danaher for Essendon. Thomas burst his way through with pure strength. His hand pass is intended for Green. It wasn't a good one, but he picks it up. Marsh is very fast. Has to kick it hurriedly to half-forward now. Evans is underneath the ball. Too short. And a fine mark taken by Neil Danaher. Both Danahers have played well today. That kick smothered. Evans on top of it. Danaher backs up again. And it'll be a ball up on the half-forward line for St Kilda with 12 and a half minutes gone in the final quarter.
There it goes now. Madden doing a great job. Got that knockout again. It comes down to Barker. Barker gets clear of the pack. Has a running shot for goal, but it's off target. And it'll be out of bounds, and a penalty free kick will go down there to Shura in that back pocket position. 114 points, Essendon to St Kilda 58. And we've played, as Peter said before, just on the 13-minute mark of this last quarter. The Bombers have kicked how many goals to this quarter? Let's see. 6, Louis. 6 goals to this quarter, and I think St Kilda only 1. And of course, St Kilda have failed badly up forward. They've got no one to take a mark. On the other hand, they've got plenty down there for the Bombers. They're marking all over the place. Trying to get clear now, and they just can't break. They're tackling very hard, Estes. We see the ball driven away there by Mansfield, back towards centre half forward, but this time it's a good safe mark by Thomas out there on that wing position. He's kicking right across the ground, not gaining much distance at all. Barker in front's got a mark. Took a magnificent mark just about 5 minutes ago, and a 15-metre penalty against Mars. This brings him right down to nearly the edge of the square. Kicks it out to the attacking side of the ground. Oh, golly. Neagle got up high, but he recovered well. They just stood down and watched that time. St Kilda, he takes the ball away, down towards the half-forward line. There's Terry Danaher going. He's got on top of his opponent, but he didn't get that one. Finally picked up by Day. Too slow to get rid of it. This allows Thomas to get clear now and kick the ball back towards centre field again. At the back there is Scanlon. Great mark. They're flying right over the top of them, the Bombers. They're really soaring. Up it goes now. Punched away by Vanderhaar. Back to Vanderhaar again from Danaher. And a running shot for goal. Another one comes up. Okay, they go to 17 goals, 18, 120 points. To St Kilda, 8 goals, 10, 58.
Well, Vanderhaar is finding a little bit of form late in the game. Unfortunately, though, it does appear he has had his number taken for Essendon. But, of course, that will be found out a little bit later on. He was involved in an incident with Gary Sidebottom in the 3rd term, about which we won't say anything more. There's Simon Madden, possibly, well, you couldn't say he was best on the ground because that'd be taking something away from Tim Watson.
Well, and also the 2 Danahers have played well, but Simon Madden's been a real force here today. He's dominated the ruck, and of course he's been a very valuable player around the ground, taking marks as well as on the forward line. Terry Danaher has been a very good player, and his brother Neil, and the entire, there's a lot of good players for the Bombers.
Ruck duels again, going St Kilda's way this time. Carter couldn't do much with it. Mansfield does and breaks away from the pack again. Essendon have got it away from the centre bounce so many times. And here's Davis now.
He's been a pretty handy player too.
Well, we couldn't leave him out of the best players either. He's already kicked 3 goals for Essendon and has a chance to bring up his 4th from about 35 to 40 metres out, pretty well directly in front. Alan Davis shoots for goal. I don't think he's made any mistake, or has he? We'll wait for the goal on pass decision. It's 4 points. That's Davis's 4th, and it's raining goals for Essendon as they round off this match with a very, very resounding effort. 8-10-58 St Kilda. Essendon now 18-18, 126.
Well, they've lost 10 games straight, including 8 last year and the first 2 this year, but they've come back with a vengeance today, and St Kilda, after having a glorious day last week against the Hawthorn, are right back in the hot seat because their form has been woeful today. Another new ball. That's the third for the day, I think.
Well, they've got it back now.
Got it back again down the other end. Okay, there's plenty of honest people out here at Essendon. Okay, we wait now for the centre bounce. Madden against Saru. I said before, Madden's dominated the centre bounces and all around the ground against the bigger St Kilda players. Let's see whether they can get this one. Getting into position. This is a bad bounce. Knocked out by Saru.